Hi, welcome back. I'm going to show you today how to make a cream cheese frosting for our red velvet cupcakes that I made earlier on another video. Here's what the cupcake looks like after we baked it and we left it to cool for about 20 minutes. Okay, so we're going to make the frosting for this. This is a really yummy frosting, and this is just the best pairing for this red velvet cupcake, and it's also going to be the same frosting that you can use for actual red velvet cake if you ever make it. So what I have here in my mixer is 1 stick of unsalted butter, 1 8-ounce cream cheese, full fat cream cheese, not reduced fat or low fat, fat free or anything like that. You need the full fat, so it's 1 8-ounce package of the cream cheese, and then you have I have a half a cup of solid shortening, such as Crisco, or it could be any shortening. And just keep in mind that the higher fat content on the shortening gives you a smoother frosting. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start mixing the ingredients. Now this is all at room temperature. The butter has to be at room temperature, the cream cheese, everything, because otherwise it's not going to combine. It's not going to come together the way it should be. Just make sure it's got together. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just use my spatula here just to clean the sides of the bowl. And like I've told you before, you can use a stand mixer like this one to do this. It's really the quickest way to do it. Or you can use a handheld mixer. If you have a handheld mixer, you can still do it the same. It's just going to take a little bit longer because it doesn't have as much power as this one. And you really, I don't think you could do this by hand. It just wouldn't work out the same. So it has to be either a handheld mixer or one of these mixers. I'm just going to give it a little bit more mix here. Now what I have here is sifted powdered sugar or confectioner sugar, okay? As you can see, I have quite a bit, and I've sifted the confectioner sugar. You always have to sift it before you use it. And then I'm going to start adding 1 cup at a time. And this is really going to be to taste, okay? Because you may like it sweeter than other people. Usually you're going to use at least 4 cups. So I started with 1 cup, and you want to start the mixer on low. You don't want that powdered sugar to go all over you. Once you see that it's incorporated, then you want to do another cup. Just like this. This is 2 cups. Now this recipe is going to give you enough to frost a good 16 cupcakes, approximately, depending on how much frosting you put in it, on them. Or it's also going to give you enough to frost and fill 2 9-inch cakes, okay? So we're going to keep adding. This is 3 cups of powdered sugar. We're also going to need 1 teaspoon of vanilla, which I'm going to add a little bit later. And you don't want to keep the mixer running too long, because the longer that you mix this, the more air that you're going to get in the batter and the cream cheese and the butter. So then it may just be like too soft if you mix it too long. So we're on our 4th cup. And this is going to be a nice sweet frosting. Go ahead and add my vanilla now. 1 teaspoon. Oops. A little sugar went overboard. And I'm going to add the rest of the sugar. So this was about 5 cups or so. down the bowl one more time. Now this is also the frosting that I use for my my carrot cake, which is also pretty yummy. The only difference is the carrot cake, you usually just top it with some nuts. Alright, so let's do one last roll. As you can see, I'm not over mixing it, I'm just making sure that it incorporates, okay? So I want you to see how the frosting looks. You want it to be kind of stiff. You don't want it to be too soft. If you make it too soft, then you're not going to be able to use it to decorate. Now the traditional frosting doesn't. I find that it doesn't have any vegetable shortening. It's just the butter and the cream cheese. But I found that it doesn't have enough consistency, so it doesn't stand up. It's kind of runny sometimes. And then you have to use an excessive amount of sugar. As you can see, I used like 5 cups. You'd have to use like 8 cups or more, and that would be way too much. So the vegetable shortening adds for it to have more body, and so you can use it to decorate more. So I'm just gonna make sure that all this is together. Okay, and there you go. This is what you're looking for. Okay, all right. So it's done. You can taste it if you like, just to make sure. Nice and sweet. Not too sweet, but just sweet enough, and you can taste some of that cream cheese coming through. It's really nice. All right, so what I have now is my bag. Of course, you know, I use the Ziploc freezer bags. Okay, they're inexpensive and they're really just, you know, nice to use. And then I have a tip. These are one of the Wilton tips. You can use whatever tip you like. This is the one that I like to use the most. I just like how it looks when I use that tip. So I'm just gonna fill my bag here with some of the icing. And I'm gonna show you decorate my cupcakes. So here they are. There's 4 of them. Alright, so here we go. Make sure that there's no air in the bag. Let's do one. Just going to keep it in the center, and then we're going to go around. Just keep the pressure on the bag. You can see it's like a flower, almost like a rose. Let's do another one. There you go. It's very pretty. And you can do different decorations. This just happens to be the tip that I like to use the most. I think it makes pretty rose. If you want to put less frosting, I don't see why you would want to do that, but you can do this. Just make like a small rose. Okay, so as you can see, it's a really easy frosting, very yummy frosting as well. So go ahead and give it a try. I'm going to put the full recipe below the video, so I'm going to you just have to click on the box and you'll see the full recipe there. Just give it a try. You'll never buy red velvet cupcakes at the store. These are really wonderful. And also look for my video that has the recipe of when I made the cupcakes. So here it is, easy as that. I hope you get in your kitchen and make these, and thank you for watching today. Thank you. Bye-bye.